Hi guys, welcome to my channel or back to my channel. My name is Peggy here at Peggy Still Stitching. It's probably been about 4 weeks since I posted my whip parade, and I've only got 4 projects that I've worked on, but I've done a lot of work, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna jump on. I tend to sort of like delay my videos until I have a bit more to talk about, but then they're so few and far in between, so I just want to do a bit better with that this year. So hoping for the best. We're halfway through Feb and I have a finish. So this is my first finish of the year. This is the one that I was pretty sure was going to be done. I love it so much and I'm so excited about it. So this is Jan Hicks Creates Arabesque, and she is finished. I feel like I'm so close. Is that better? Yeah. So I stitched this on a piece of 18 count Ada in the color Autumn Leaves from Paddock Lane Designs, and I stitched this with colouring cotton in Black Coffee, and I just think it's so nice. It's so nice. I think this is coming out a little bit browner than pink. Maybe if I try this side, it's like a pinky brown. It's probably not too far off, you know, but I love it so much. I love it so much. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I did like have the thought of putting on a project bag, but I think it's too big. So I don't know, but I'm so happy with it. Do you want to see the back? People get weird about backs, but it's actually pretty good for me. Yep. So that is done. And I love it so much. I love it so much. There are a couple people stitching this. So the first time I saw this, Laura from Stitching by the Shore is stitching it, and she's stitching hers in the red that's like recommended. The picture of this on Jan Hicks Creates website is done on a cream with a red, and it looks stunning. I just wanted something different, and I like to do a monochromatic on a slightly variegated fabric, but that's heavily variegated, so yeah. The next one I did some work on was the Celestial Witch. So this is the pattern, and I think this is so cute. I got this, I was part of her Patreon. Now it's available just through like her Etsy, so anyone can stitch it now. This is where I was up to, and I pulled this out a little bit. I just wanted to get some work done on it, and I'm really happy with my progress. So this is where I'm up to. So I did a lot of stitches. I think I put in, it was definitely over 500. It could have been closer to the 1,000. This is stitched on a piece of 18 count Lavender Parfait from Paddock Lane Designs, and it is part of her regular line as well. I just think it's so cute. I'm gonna stitch it all, and then in the pattern it's got like back stitched like squiggles on the hat. I'm just gonna stitch it all first and see what I think, and if I may decide not to do that back stitching through the bottom of the hat, but I think it looks really good. I think it looks really good on this purple as well. I do like a purple, so very nice. Very happy with how that is going. One of my goals from my whip parade was I wanted to do full focus, on one of the Tiny Modernist trees. So I think that this is the one I will focus on. So this is the Wizard of Oz tree. And then this is where I was up to when you saw it last, if you watched my whip parade. And this is where I'm up to now. So I think this is stitched on a piece of 18 count Snow Cone. I think it's Snow Cone. I'll have to double check. I actually just pulled it out of the bag, so I don't even have the little tag on it, but I'm pretty sure it's Snow Cone. I'm sure it is because I dropped water on it and there's like these little water dots. I didn't drop water on it. I'm just actually a terrible ironer. So I tried to iron it to make it look nice at one point, and yeah, instead like the iron dribbled water on it and ruined it. So that's why I don't iron things, is it's just, I'm a risk. I shouldn't have an iron. But I came down and, oh, I don't know how to hold this. I need to get one of those boards that all the fancy YouTubers, like Floss tubers, have. I did the apple, the Tin Man, I did the white in the leaf. I'm pretty sure these 2 leaves weren't outlined, and I came across and did that and there. So that's only like half stitch. I've got to go back and do the other way, but yeah, that's where I'm up to. And Tiny Modernist, like, she just gets me. She released a Peter Pan tree, which is in my cart. I want it so bad, but I currently have 3 trees going, and I think that it would be sort of reckless to buy the next tree. But I love, like, Peter Pan's probably my favorite. I would say like Peter Pan, Snow White, right up there, which is funny that then I'm doing the Wizard of Oz tree, but I just really like the pattern. And I'd done more on it, so it just sort of made sense that I focus on that one, and it's like one of the older of the whatever. Anyway, but the Peter Pan tree is amazing, and it will definitely end up in my projects. Part of me is like fighting the urge to do it. Like, you finished one, you should be able to start another, but I have so many that I want to start that I have already. But yeah, Peter Pan's one of my favorite stories. I have a quote from the original screenplay like tattooed on me. So I'm really, really fighting that urge so bad, but we'll see. And then I've only got one other project that I've worked on, so this will be like a 10-minute video when I'm out, apparently. But this is Peace to My Friend from Bottom Folk Embroidery, and I've really, really been enjoying stitching this actually. This is where you saw it last. I've just got a thread hanging out of it. And this is where I'm up to. So I've done a lot of stitches on this as well. I know that it's such a big project. All of that is new. I know that like the weird alphabet is new. One thing I found out though was that up here in this alphabet, my E is slightly off. It's actually 1 too far over. When you look at it, you can't tell though. But when I was like counting down, I thought that this was wrong, like I'd done something wrong here, and then I worked it out that it's actually the row above. So once I get this row done, it'll be fine. I just can't count off this row because it's not right. Anyway, this is stitched on a piece of 18 count blush from Paddock Lane Designs, and this is on the raw fabric. So it is available on her website, but it's not. I did double check with Lisa. She did have a bolt of the 18 count in the raw come in. It's just not listed on the website. So 16 in the raw is listed, but not the 18. But you can message her at Paddock Lane Designs on her Facebook page, like email her, whatever. And the raw in 18 is available if that's something you're into. But I love it so much, and I'm stitching this. I'm just trying to get you like the color variegations, using Silks For You in PR 199, and it's so nice. Like the silk on the rough fabric. I just, for some reason, I really like it. So yeah, I think it's looking so good. And I really like how the fleck in the raw sort of shows up on this using this floss. But yeah, looks so good. But I think I'm gonna put, it's so hard because I want to just like stitch and stitch and stitch this forever, but I need to just do a little bit better. That's something like, I think that is 15,000 stitches, and I think I've done like 3, which is a good percentage, don't get me wrong, but I have projects that only have like 1,000 stitches to go. There are some things in my collection of projects that I would like to get done, or at least some progress, but there's quite a few that are holding on by less than 3,000 stitches. So if I can do 3,000 stitches in a month on one project and it not be done, I'd like to maybe focus them on getting some more finishes. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, like I want to stitch what I want to stitch when I want to stitch it. So it's really hard to like set those goals, because if I want to stitch that for a week, then I'm going to, and then that can make they can make these videos hard. It can make like, then I could have finished things. So, but I don't want to do that this year. Like I want to stitch what I want to stitch. And I think that that's where floss tube can be hard sometimes. Like people want to come on and I want to show you that I've stitched on, touched all these things. But I have ADHD and I hyper focus on that one thing, like, and then that's it. And then I won't stitch on it for a month. So who knows? And out of sight, out of mind, if I put that on a bookcase, there's a good chance I may not pick it up for 6 months, or you'll see it in my next whip parade. Who knows? But anyway, it is, yeah. I did get my fabric of the month come in. I was sort of thinking that I've had a couple of fabric of the months come in and not shown them because I haven't been as active online. I am going to show February's. I might pull out January's and maybe just leave it at that, like the last 2 months. I don't know. I'll think about it. And yeah. All right, I don't know if I moved you and now we're sitting somewhere slightly different, but that's fine. I ended up pulling out December's, January's and February's Fabric of the Month Club from Paddock Lane Designs. Now, it's a little bit tricky because she does 3 different lines. So she does, and this isn't like sponsored or anything, this is just information. She does modeled, neutral and brights. And I don't think I get any one in particular. So I think that Lisa like picks what she thinks I'll like out of the 3 lines. So I can't say for certain this is from the modeled or this is from the bright or whatever. So there. Maybe I could ask her to tell me which line it's from or something when, I don't know, yeah. To be honest, I could probably go watch her Patreon and find out myself. So anyway, this is December's and this is called Berrylicious. So I do get a piece of 18 count and I get it in the large. So it's a big one. They're big pieces. Which I quite like because I like doing, like I'll do little sets. So I'll have like 3 things done on a matching fabric and I just like that. So that's Berrylicious. So these aren't available on her website yet and you don't know what will become permanent. So just, yeah. This was January's and this is Jonquil Garden. So this actually reminds me, she did like a cockatiel one, I think, maybe 2 years ago now. But it's got the yellow, which we all know I'm a little bit sus on yellow, but it's very pretty. I actually think, I was thinking about starting, I'm not going to, but the Halloween Quaker from, I think it's Lila Studios. And I think it would look really nice on this because I think their model is stitched on Be Stitch Me's Murky and it's a bit darker, but I think it could work if I focused on like that being the bulk. I don't know, but it's definitely got possibilities because of that grey through it. It's less scary to me. But yeah, I really like that. And this month's is obviously one I love. Everyone knows I'm gonna love it. It's called Marina. Is it Marina? Or Mariana? Mariana maybe? And this is just a pretty purple that we know I'm going to have 1,000 things I want to stitch on. This is actually very, very similar to the Lavender Parfait, but it's brighter. So it's like the Lavender Parfait is deeper and more grey. I feel like in person there's so much difference. I wonder if you'll be able to see it when I like, oh, how am I going to do this? So like it's just a more bright purple where this is more dull. My husband thinks they're exactly the same, but he is wrong. They're definitely different. They're similar family color for sure. But this is just like brighter. I think it's really nice. Really nice. I'm gonna 100% use that and not even have a question on it. So yeah, that is everything I've stitched on this month, and that obviously my Fabric of the Month hauls. I think that this month I'd like to focus on, I know I'm going to keep stitching a piece to my friend, even though I could definitely put that down. I'm gonna stitch on that. I'd like to, I don't know, I'd like to go through and potentially pull out the ones that I discussed maybe not finishing, and like abandoning some projects. I'm gonna think about that. There's a couple of little Christmas ornaments that I need to pick up floss for. Out of all the floss that I have, I'm missing a couple of colors that literally I maybe have 10 stitches on some little ornaments and they'd be done. So I'd like to maybe pick those up and get, you know, just get those little loose ends sorted. Yeah, I'd like to keep stitching on the tree though, the Tiny Modernist tree. I'd really like to get that to a point where I felt okay about ordering the Peter Pan one. Because I know if I buy the Peter Pan one now, I will just stitch it and I'll finish it this year. But I don't want to do that when I have 3 other trees. So I know that it's not going anywhere. It's just been released. It's stunning. So we'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to engage more with the community this year. Maybe I should give a little life update. I think I left my whip parade maybe like life dumping a little bit. So my husband started a new job and today's his first day, which is great. My daughter's done really well in the support class. She's done amazing. I was, you know, a little bit worried about that. Like, it's a new environment, new teacher, new friends, but she's done really well. And we are staying here, so we don't have to worry about that. Well, I haven't got the thing come through yet, but it's been offered, we've agreed, all good, happy days. So that's nice. And yeah, I once again went through a Valentine's Day without starting the Valentine's Day jar that I have kitted up and in a project bag. Maybe next year, you know, maybe, yeah. Anyway, if you made it this far, leave me a purple love heart and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.